Hello and welcome to another episode of the Anime Lounge Short Flights. I'm your host Lance, here to share with you guys my thoughts on the latest episode of Reign of the Seven Spellblades, episode 13. A lot has happened in this episode. Really fun, bright, colorful scenery going on. We're still underground. I'm so glad that this episode gave us a couple of reminders that yes, we are indeed still in an underground lair, labyrinth, because it's full of life. You're in a whole new world, and on top of that, there's a sun that's out there that's showing, and we're underground. So I'm really glad that they pointed out the obvious and be like, "Hey, it's really weird under here." Um, that sun was made long ago by some other magical powers, and it's just there. It's doing its thing. It's that is giving all those plants such almost infinite amount of energy. I mean, of course, we still need like a source of water for the plants to grow. So, but whatever, that's nitpicky. Very cool environment. I really like this underground labyrinth. It's adding a whole new dimension to everything. And we have to remember that the only reason we're down here is because we're going to save Pete, because he's got taken by Ophelia and she took a bunch of other men. And we'll talk about that at the end because we don't really tap into that until the end of the episode. But I guess the core meat of this episode was these chimeras that Ophelia has just running around this area. It's pretty interesting. We kind of ran into these chimeras earlier. They're basically these giant bugs with giant slash arms, these sights. They're really cool. So we got to see a big battle. But before that, we got introduced to this beastly looking monkey, and he wasn't gonna, whatever. He got into a fight with the Chimera, ended up losing two fingers. He looked a little bit extra beaten up too, and the point is, the monkey let them pass. And then we go to another scene, and then I'm pretty sure we go to another scene, and then we go back to the monkey, and then we are under the expectation that our team's just going to pass by, and then the next thing we know, the monkey's running after one of these chimeras. I'm thinking time's already gone by, so why is our crew just hanging around? But I'm sure it just happened, right after the monkey initially laid down. It was a little confusing at first, but whatever. It's something I'm nitpicking about. But anyway, this monkey gets his head chopped off. Did not see that coming. That was I was pretty excited about that. I love me some blood, so that was exciting. Now we have to go into a big battle. They're throwing all kinds of magic at him, at this chimera. They even cut off one of its legs. Instantly grows back a new one. I thought that was pretty cool. So these chimeras are pretty powerful. And then let's just get to the chase. As soon as Oliver tries finding its weak point, it shoots off all these spiky things at Oliver. He ends up, you know, using a shield. He cheated a little bit, but he's okay. He found the weak spot and he gives one last blast of ice and ends up taking down this chimera. If you guys were like me at first, like, well, why wasn't any of the other attacks working? It's because they did mention that he did find its weak spot and then he gave it that one last blast. So that's why the chimera eventually went down. So Chimera's down. We can continue looking for Pete, but let's just jump ahead because we got to see how Pete's doing. He's chilling with another guy, and everybody else is passed out. And we find out that Pete's doing okay because he's changed into a girl through his reversey powers. That was obvious, and we talked about that in the past couple episodes. And the reason why everybody's still passed out is because the perfume in the area still has everybody knocked out. And it has no effect on Pete. And for some reason, that other dude just, he's got such strong will or something because he can manage it a little bit. But the biggest takeaway from that was he ends up pulling out three of these orbs from within his body and gives it to Pete. So this is going to help him escape and save everybody or something. And I cannot wait until the next episode because things are starting to get very interesting. I am happy that this isn't your typical 12, 13 episode series. It is, in fact, going to be a 15 episode series, much like the commenter who messaged on my video last week, who was sub to Ampio. Thank you very much for letting me know that this is going to be a lot longer because apparently my research failed me because a couple websites I looked at said 13 episodes. So yeah, we're looking at 15 episodes, and which means that two more episodes left to go, 2 more weeks, and I'm looking forward to this. and I hope everyone else is as well. So thank you for watching. Please go check out the Anime Show on Facebook and Instagram. Stay up to date with everything they have coming out for this fall season because it's here, and I'm so excited. We got so much to cover. Us and the crew, we're covering like 6 or 7 different anime this season. We got a lot. So follow them, and then I will catch you guys next week. Bye.